Y'all want to know one of my favorite apps that I love using, that I use on a daily basis, really trying to help with my repetition when it comes to language learning? And that app is Duolingo. Duolingo is the perfect app to use when you want to learn a new language. Just dedicating 15 to 20 minutes a day learning different languages. Like right now, I'm learning Spanish, consistently working on my Spanish, building that up. And I feel like as the days get on, as more time I dedicate to it, I feel like I learn more and I retain more of that information that I'm learning when it comes to Duolingo. So if you don't have the Duolingo app on your phone, check it out, download it, and you'll greatly appreciate it, especially if you want to learn a new language. And I really challenge you to really work on learning a new language, especially if you live in the US. I believe Spanish is the second most popular language in the US. So if you don't know Spanish already, check out the Duolingo app. What the heck? Is this recording? This thing recording? We on? We on? Alright, good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sana IE. I'm your host, XO. If this is your first time listening, welcome to Sana IE. I bet you're wondering, what is Sana IE and what are they going to do for me today? Well, Sana IE is a personal development platform for millennials who struggle with their brain health as well as their financial health. On every episode, we drop tips, tricks, knowledge, research, statistics, some fun facts, and different things when it comes to the brain health as well as their financial health. With this episode right here, this episode is going to be dropping some advice just to help you get ahead in life, get ahead of the people within your age range. And I usually kick off my show with some quotes of the day. And my first quote is, "Giving up is the greatest failure." We all have them days where we're tested, where we get to that breaking point with our goals, with life, with anything, where we're like, I just want to give up, call it quits, and forget about it. But we have to understand, giving up is the greatest failure, because once you give up, you have to start from square one, or you don't get that chance again. And everything in life will test you. You always have that breaking point before you reach your breakthrough. So understanding, like, maybe I'm being tested right now. Maybe I don't need to give up on my dreams, my goals, or anything in life simply because I'm being tested and I'm about to reach that breaking point. But understanding on the other side of that breaking point is your breakthrough. But the quote again is, "Giving up is the greatest failure." My second quote is, "The way to get started is to quit talking and start doing." You can do all the talking you want when it comes to anything in life. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, but you'll keep talking about it. And if the action isn't applied, then it's like, why are we talking about it? So we have to quit talking. Once you have that thought in your head, that dream, that vision, whatever it may be, apply some action. Do the research, take the calculated risk, whatever you have to do, then apply pressure, apply action to what you want to achieve. Because you keep talking, you're not going to get nowhere, but having them endless conversations. Meaningless conversations about, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. But it's like, whatever you want to do, apply that pressure on yourself to make it happen. Apply some action behind it instead of looking for just talking. Just talking is not going to help the situation out anymore. And let's get into the segment of the day, which is best advice for you to getting ahead. And number one would be, don't rush into marriage. I know you're thinking, my apologies, my phone's supposed to be on silent. Don't rush into marriage. And that simply means take your time before making that lifetime decision or a lifetime commitment. Understand the choice of your spouse is one of the biggest decisions that you'll make in your life. Make sure that it's a well thought decision and not just based out of emotions. Do they meet all your criteria of being a spouse for you? Have you written out what's your criteria for the type of spouse you want? And understanding, like, this is a tough decision. This is a life commitment. It's like you want to be with that person forever. You don't want to get to that point where, oh, I want to get a divorce or something of that nature. So you're like, okay, did this person meet my criteria? Do they know my love languages? Do I know their love languages? How do they act around their family? How do they act around their friends? How do they act when they're in public? Do they provide for me in the way I needed to be provided for? Do they love themselves? Are they whole without me? Or are they looking for me to be a part of them to make them whole? And understand I ask a lot of questions because when it comes to marriage, it's a lifetime commitment. And you don't want to make that commitment, or I want to say the mistake, but you don't want to go into that without having the proper knowledge that you need, that you're armed with. Okay, I'm choosing this person not out of emotions. I'm choosing this person based on I've thought out everything. They meet all my criteria. They're the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. They're my soulmate. But we have to understand that we don't have to rush into marriage because there's somebody out there for everybody. So that'll be number one for your best advice to get ahead is don't rush into marriage. Number two would be don't keep up with the Joneses. I know how it is. We love looking on social media at what other people are doing, but we have to understand that we're not running their race. I'm running my own race. I'm in my own path. I'm on my own journey, so I don't have to do what they're doing, or I don't have to follow what society is doing, because society will lead you to thinking that you need that lavish lifestyle. We all want the lavish lifestyle, like, oh, I want to take cruises, I want to take trips, I want the Louis bag, I want the Gucci bag, I want to live like this. But it's like you will put yourself more into debt just trying to keep up and end up with a lot of debt on yourselves trying to keep up with other people. So you need to do your best to avoid the consumer debt at all costs, because living with the Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses isn't for everybody. Understanding like, yeah, they're doing that now, but I still have to think about my future self. I can't put my future self in debt simply because I want to live this certain lifestyle. I have to invest into that lifestyle, put money away on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever it may be, so I can build my nest egg for my future self, so I know my future self is taken care of and I can live the lavish lifestyle that I want to live. It's all about delaying that gratification. Instant gratification is real, and it's like, what do you want? Do you want the instant gratification of right now, but later down the line you're regretting the decisions that you made today? Or do you want to delay the gratification and be grateful for the decisions you made today, to where you're making the right investments into yourself, make the right investments with your money, and really continuously growing? Number three, chase your dreams. Follow your dreams. Don't make it too complicated. Follow your dreams and make your dreams a reality. Whatever you want to do, what do you aspire to be? How is your future self living? What do you want your future to look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now? What do you want to be doing? Do you want to still be at this job that you're at in the same career? Or do you want to have your own business? Or do you want to be traveling the world? What do you want to do? Chase your dreams, map it out, plan it out, and reverse engineer how to get there. Because we all have dreams that we want to pursue, but we think, oh, I got to get this degree just to pursue this dream. But it's not like that, especially nowadays. You can learn anything on the internet. Shout out to YouTube University, and understanding like I don't have to pursue a degree for the sake of passion. It won't pay well, because a lot of people's in student loan debts. So you're at that age where you can afford to make mistakes. So make the mistakes, learn from the mistakes, but take calculated risks at the same time. Failures teach you more about yourself than success does. Number 4 would be burn no bridges. I know you've been hearing a lot, probably like, oh, burn bridges with people, with negative people, burn those bridges. But master the art of maintaining cordial relationships. Learn how to be more tactful when it comes to inciting conflict when you don't have the right people around. As well as, because life is too short. We all know that. You never know or never be sure when you need somebody else's help. So don't burn the bridges. You'll know the bridges that you need to burn, but still keep people around, love them from a distance, because eventually you'll need them or need their help in some way. Number 5, pick your friends wisely. Man, this is a big one. As we all know, pick your friends wisely. My circle is small. I only have about 3 or 4 close friends, which is good, which I'm good with because they bring a lot of value to my life and value to what I need. But I do have a lot of associates, and I do have people that I love from a distance that I can reach out, and anytime that I need help, they'll be there to help me when I need it. But don't be influenced by friends who are into the nightlife. We all know what it is. They want to club every weekend, go out, go drink, go do this, but they're living for right now, but not living for their future. And I was there too. I was like, oh, had those type of friends where we went to club every weekend, go to parties, go do this, do that. But at the end of the day, I'm like, is that really beneficial to who I'm becoming? I mean, it was beneficial to who I was, but who I'm becoming is a different person to where the nightlife doesn't interest me anymore. Be with those people who seek to improve themselves, who's into personal development, who's trying to elevate to where you're trying to get to or where you want to be at. Their influence will rub off on you, and you'll be more enticed to do the personal development, read books, journal, doing the little things to better yourself as a result. So pick your friends wisely. Number 6, prioritize your health. The best investment you can make into yourself. By prioritizing your health and understanding like my health is wealth. Got to start with, okay, exercising. If you don't exercise already, figuring out what exercises work for me, what works for me when it comes to exercise. Do I need to do my morning walks? Do I need to walk daily, get my 10,000 steps in a day? Do I need to have a healthy diet? How's your diet right now? Picking out a healthy diet, thinking about the long term. It's about the delayed gratification. Yeah, the food feels good in the moment, but the long term benefits helping, or is it detrimental to your health? Make an appointment to see a doctor at least once a year so you can detect and prevent the diseases that may come about. The last one for this one is your health is your wealth. Understand that health is wealth. You can't have $1 million in poor health. So understanding your health is your wealth. Take care of yourself now so later down the line you don't have those health problems that come about. Work out, exercise, stay hydrated, drink your water, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, brush your teeth 2 to 3 times a day after every meal, brushing your teeth. Oral health is a major key when it comes to prioritizing your health as well. Number 7, become financially literate. There are a lot of people who earn a lot of money yet struggle with personal finances and continue to live paycheck to paycheck. I'll read that again for y'all. There are a lot of people who earn a lot of money yet struggle with personal finances and continue to live paycheck to paycheck. It's a big thing in our society where we live in check to check because we don't understand the value of money or how to really budget our money out wisely. You should always have, you're the boss, you're the master of your money, right? So you should always know where your money is going, how your money is being operated. And the biggest thing to know where your money is going, check your bank statements. We're in April now. Check your bank statements for each of the last 3 to 4 months and seeing where's your money going. Do you have a destination for your money, or are you just spending your money as soon as it comes in? We have to be good stewards of our money so that we know how to become financial literate and doing the research as well, reading different books. One of the books I recommend is The Psychology of Money, or The Total Money Makeover, or The Power of Money, understanding where your money is going and how to be more literate in when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your money, and creating a budget. Creating a budget for yourself, creating a budget, an emergency fund, and an investment fund for yourself so you know where your money is going. You're not just living in the present, you're thinking about the future. The easiest approach to being financially successful is learning how to manage your money. And number 8 would be open a Roth IRA, one of my favorite things. The Roth IRA is one of the best accounts that you can have. The account can help you build a big nest egg as the investments compound tax-free over time and over decades. And it has an advantage. It's a tax-free growth. You have a tax-free withdrawal, and it can be used in emergency if necessary. So understanding, like, maybe you have to look into different Roth IRAs to open up for yourself, and you utilizing that, put in like $25 a week, $50 a week, whatever it may be, whatever works for your budget, and really investing that money towards your future. Number 9 will be use your 401k. That's for my 9-to-5 workers right now. Your employer-sponsored plan is one of the best ways to get started when it comes to investing. Put your money up to match whatever amount they're doing for your 401k, and let that money work for you. Don't just leave the free money on the table. Use your 401k, understand and learn what a 401k is and how it can work for your benefit. And number 10, create an emergency fund. The ability to handle life's unexpected events. We all know life is unexpected, and having that necessity where you have that emergency fund to take care of little things that happen. People's finances have been impacted as a result of failing to set aside money for emergencies. Too many people turn to debt when it comes to having those emergencies. So if you don't have an emergency fund right now, start putting the money away. Either $5 a day, $25 a week, whatever fits within your budget. Create that budget for yourself where you're having that emergency fund and putting money away consistently. Number 11, stay out of debt. I know this may be a big one for a lot of people, but you probably thinking, man, I'm already there. It's okay. There's a plan to get out of debt. You just have to put that plan into action, especially when you're creating that budget for yourself. So you know, okay, I got to get out of this debt, get this out from under me, because the debt, we know how when it comes to debt, it becomes stressful and you can't live your life how you want to live because you're like, dang, you're in debt. You're thinking about, I got to put this money away for this or put that money away for that. But creating that debt budget really helps you out. There's different versions of way to eliminate your debt. It's just about doing the research. Debt ruins people's lives because they don't know how to control their impulses. We have to have impulse control when it comes to debt. One of the things I recommend is freaking meditating. Meditating helps with those impulses, the self-impulses that we have. We have to control, you have that self-control over yourself where you don't have to, I got to go spend this, I want to buy this, I'm going to do that. But it's like, no, I have to think in the future. Using credit cards irresponsibly can cause people to put more stress on themselves. Credit cards are predatory in nature with outrageous interest rates. Avoid them at all costs. I know some people listening now probably already have the credit card debt, but it's about getting away from those credit cards and using those for an emergency if they come about, but reducing your debt. They have the debt avalanche, I believe the debt snowball. There's different ways to eliminate your debt, but you have to do the work. Number 12, my favorite, and the last one, read books. Educate yourself. Spend 10 to 15 minutes a day, whatever it may be, reading, educating yourself, and learning about money, learning about personal development, learning about your growth, learning about yourself, learning about love languages, learning about how to communicate with people, how to talk to people, different things. And a lot of books will help you out. One of the books I recommend is Atomic Habits. Another one is How to Win Friends and Influence People. The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Do Epic Shit. I forgot about the author's name, but there's different books you can read. Those are the books that I recommend that will truly help you out. Even the 48 Laws of Power is a great book to read as well. Don't waste your time playing video games or watching TV. These are deterrents to your future success. Read books that will give you knowledge or skills that will be useful to you in your future. Hope this episode helped you out. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Those are the 12 advice that I can give you to really advance yourself, get ahead of everybody else. Share the show, subscribe, review. Let me know what y'all think. Let me leave y'all with this. Life has meaning only if you do what is meaningful to you. Have a good weekend. We'll be back again with Sana I.E. Peace.